This is the moment when terror struck into the heart of Kenya's high society. Gunfire echoing around the aisles of the Westgate Centre's main supermarket. People crouching, running, hiding, as it became clear that this wasn't an armed robbery, but something much, much worse. The shoppers left cowering in a storeroom, hoping to survive.
Yeah, they are armed. I can see too. These are terrorists. I think they are terrorists, not criminals.
Kenya had been bracing itself for a terror attack, but had always hoped it could be contained. Well, it wasn't, and it's huge. The military has surrounded the terrorist group inside the shopping centre with hundreds of soldiers and special forces. It's understood they're being advised by Britain, the United States and Israel.
Most of the hostages that have been held in the building have been released and are rescued and taken to safety. The life of every Kenyan and anybody who's been held hostage there is important. And therefore, the decision was made on the fact that it is important to go there and to ensure that everybody else is brought to safety.
The casualties are from all over the world. With 40,000 British passport holders here, it was always likely there would be British casualties too. The attack on the Westgate Centre started at around midday on Saturday. Al-Shabaab gunmen firing indiscriminately and throwing grenades, killing men, women and children.
A few families had run for it, and then we saw a whole lot of people. This is probably 45 minutes after the first grenade. We saw a whole lot of people run down the side, and they got out fine. We'd looked everywhere for somewhere to hide. There was nowhere to hide, so we decided to just run for it as well.
Only when Kenyan security forces engaged the gunmen were survivors able to make it to safety. Amongst them, Sadia Ahmed.
I just rang up my mom saying, I love you, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it today or not. I might die and I just want to say that I love you. And she just told me not to panic, to start praying that everything is going to be fine.
The whole area is now cordoned off, but hundreds of Kenyans have gathered, hoping to see the standoff come to an end. But finding a way out of this without more loss of life is proving very difficult. The military are working on plans to free those inside, but the gunmen are still there, and there's nothing to indicate they will show any mercy. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Nairobi.